59, ready. White 25. Ready to go.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's playing them in the offensive backfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 3, 51.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. A 1st down throw for Mariota. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Play. One. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, switch gears.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
3. Crunch. Check. 1. Undercrunch. Watch the twist.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Under 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And it's brought in by Washington. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Three. 52. 1. Get him! Get him! Get him! Three.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
One. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 36.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Mariota. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Check 26. Bang!
Now Mariota. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He's checking quick. Check 13. Hey, alert 3. Check 43.
Where are they, team?
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Three.
Kick the edge. Go.
One.
52. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Play fake. Mariota. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That goes for a gain of 31. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
No, check that.
One.
52 right here. 52.
One.
Check 3. Shift. Watch the
Play action now. Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler. Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and 17.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
General, flash. Check 31.
3.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
3.
Run you over. I'm going to run you over. Kill.
One.
Hatchet.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Ready,
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And it's complete. Henry. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
10 more there and another 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 43-yard line.
Ready, line 25.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Line 25.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And this complete to Henry over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready, blue 80, line 25.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Ryan. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Line 25.
Watch the run. Show it up. Show it up.
Hey, express.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. It's right.
Come on, man.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now it's Ryan. That's caught by Woods for a Denver touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. It's Ryan. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. Ryan now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti-Te'o. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check.
Following the interception here, Mariota dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll look to run with Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
We call it sack block.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Johnson. And an alley to run. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. 27 yards there, a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. And the grab by Croft. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
One.
Grace don't travel. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On play action, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Broncos.
Got it. 525.
Hey, check.
On first down, Ryan. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Woods. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Ryan, that's caught by Woods for a Denver touchdown. Robert Woods, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd and 9. Mariota and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, South.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive.
And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
First down, Denver.
Ready, 280! 280!
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
Now Ryan on first down. Forced out to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Ready, 280!
In your face.
On second down, Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos push further out in front. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they for the runner to get in.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Get that quarter. 3. Hey, watch it. 3. Check 3.
Mariota. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
One. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check, crunch.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check. Under crunch. Watch twist.
They begin the drive to Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On third down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Under 10. Check. One. Check out, bro. One.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. He's got his man. It's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Shit.
Hey, check 24.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Freeman again. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And taken right at the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get